Crimson Harvest is there, and Brave is out in the wild doing research for you. Test running the sites to get the first impression. 13 pilots face the hardest site in the untanked cormorants, supported by 2 scalpels, for safety. 1000 DPS, but 10 minutes are 10 minutes. Nobody said it will be easy. So we had some songs, for example, the ultra long range rocket buffer Jackdaw. But in the end, we figured out a Jackdaw would just cost 130 mil. But for 400 mil, you can 2-cycle Ventures instead of 3 rocket volleys. Fitting wise, it's a meta-gimped active cap monster. If you feel safe, you can swap the cap injector for a T2 cap recharger. How you do this site? After you take the gate, you immediately enter the circle in the middle as you see in the video, and you keep orbiting it. You do not leave this circle, because if you leave, you have 15 seconds to re-enter the circle. If you fail, the site will fail. Shoot order is Ortrus, Garmur, Shuttle, Ventures. The loot shuttle will warp off after around 20 seconds, so don't miss it. And the big spawn with the Ortrus comes around 300 seconds, and there's another big spawn at 460 seconds, which we recommend to use the generators around the 460 seconds mark. Good luck with the Jackdaw. Remember the generators? Yeah, you should be a little bit out of range. I think it's 4.5 kilometers and you don't get damage. Otherwise, it hurts. And if the boss comes, it hurts even more. And if you stop for whatever reason, because you just does a Q command, which don't have an end, you lose your speed tank, and if you lose your speed tank, the damage gets really high, and that makes stuff really complicated. For the dual Kikimora setup, you will need a second pilot. We do not recommend multiboxing since the APM is too high. In 4 sides, we never had a tank issue besides having a very low tank, but we have a very fast killing time. As bigger the target gets, as faster it dies. Avenger are popping in 2 cycles. We added a point for comfort, so you can point the shuttles and prevent it from warping and keep focusing on the DPS. Overall, this was very relaxing. To increase your survivability with the unstable generator, we recommend to go into defense mode if you need to use it. Alternative is to get out of range, because we had the feeling that sometimes we didn't got hit, but anyway it is very useful to delete huge amount of fleets.
Holy shit!
I mean, not that we had an issue here, but it just speeds up stuff much faster and you don't need to kill everything. Also, don't forget to claim your rewards. Always reclaim your rewards. This is an alternative version from a Profi with a Propless Confessor. Also pricey fit, but also here you dual cycle the Ventures, and the tractor beam is for efficiency. So also this one is like a very nice idea of how you can run the site. So you have the Jackdaw, you have the Confessor, you have the Kikimora. You have a lot of options. Try it with other ships, do your own fittings. This is some ideas you can have. You will find the fittings in the video description. Okay, Kane. Where can I find these sites? You open the agency, then you may see the Crimson Harvest tab. In the Crimson Harvest set you can see the nearest type. You only see this tab if you are 1 jump up front of the sites. So warping a little bit around and you will find them.